Konbanwa. Today is June 25th, and it is 8:03 p.m. Today was a long day, but that's for another video. This video, I'm going to talk about how I got here. So yeah, the 22nd, I packed, and I did not sleep at all. So, yeah, I had to be at the airport at 4:30. So, got there. My plane left at 6. Very scary, actually. I've never flown before, like, by myself. And it's actually been about, like, 10 years since I actually, like, flew at all. So, like, going that long without flying and then doing it by yourself to a foreign country, it's a bit scary. But I did it. I'm here. But, yeah, so my plane left at 6 a.m. It was about 2 hours. I went to JFK in New York, and there I had a 5-hour layover. So after I switched terminals and got to where I needed to be, I had about 4.5 hours of waiting time. So, I tried exploring, but the terminal I was in was kind of like the Palm Beach Gardens Mall, in that they had designer stores everywhere. Like Juicy and Coach and Michael Kors, like things like that, in an airport terminal, so whatever. I didn't explore too terribly much, and I tried to sleep. That kind of sort of worked. I kept like waking up suddenly, so I was a little embarrassed, and I just kind of gave up on sleeping. But I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and finally, my plane got there, and it was ready to board, which I think I should have been more excited for, except for the fact that it was a 13-hour flight. Well, okay, technically it was a 14-hour flight, but we were an hour early. Whatever. But anyway, yeah, I would have been excited had it not been for the fact that it was a 13-hour flight. I was really hoping to get a window or an aisle seat, but as luck would have it, I had a middle seat for 13 hours. That was... but it wasn't too bad. The guys next to me were very nice in that they didn't bother me. We probably spoke a grand total of 10 words to each other for that whole flight. So, yeah, that was that. But yeah, I landed in Narita in Tokyo, which was like the most depressing airport ever. Yeah, it was like a DMV, but an airport. But luckily I got through immigration very quickly. Baggage, was fine. Customs, no problems. Of course. And, yeah, then I got on my 2-hour flight from Tokyo to Fukuoka. And by that point, it was 9:30 at night on the 24th. So I left 6 a.m. the 23rd from PBI, and then I got to Fukuoka at 9:30 p.m. the 24th, which is the next day. So literally over 24 hours of flying time and layovers and blah blah blah. But I made it. Yeah, minimal problems. I have some thoughts though, because yeah, so you tend to think when you have that much time to just straight up sit in a plane and then sit in waiting areas in the airport. Yeah, okay. So, thought number 1, plane food, mealtime, whatever it is, is the most impersonal thing I think I've ever been through. Because, usually when you eat with people around you, it's like you're talking and you're having a good time, but this flight, you're with a bunch of strangers. So when we got our food, 0 words. Zero, none. So, you know, it was just really awkward just sitting there, knowing that there are two other people also there eating, but you're simultaneously trying to ignore them while acknowledging that they're there, and it was just, yeah. It was an experience. Thought number two. Japanese people can be strange, because I knew this would happen, and I was hoping that it was like a little exaggerated, but it's not. When you are a gaijin, when you're a foreigner, and you're talking to a Japanese person, trying to speak Japanese to them, they will talk back to you in English. And sometimes that's fine because they're fluent, but other times they don't really know English that well and they're trying to talk to you in English. I even had one lady tell me, like, "Oh, don't speak Japanese," and I was like, are you sure? But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, but definitely once I got here, I was very, very tired. So as soon as we got finished with our little powwow in the lobby of the place we're staying, I went straight up to my room, took a shower, and went to bed. So yeah, I was pretty tired, and we also had to be up early today. So yeah, I wanted to be in bed ASAP. And luckily, I've been working on my sleep schedule gradually the past few days. So luckily, I don't have very bad jet lag. So that's good. But yes, that has been my adventures in traveling. See ya in the next video about today.